You ever feel like productivity is some VIP club where only the chosen few get in? Like there's some magical morning ritual. Wake up at 5 a.m., chug a green smoothie, meditate on your life choices, and bam, you're suddenly a productivity machine? Yeah, no, that's a lie. People waste so much time hunting for the perfect productivity hack, but the truth? It's not about motivation, discipline, or willpower. It's about one thing: momentum. Starting is the hardest part, always. We've all been there. You sit down to get things done, but suddenly, your brain decides it's the perfect time to check Instagram. Just for a second, you tell yourself. 5 minutes later, you're watching a deep dive documentary on why octopuses are basically aliens. What happened? Did you suddenly become lazy? Nope. Your brain just hates starting things. It treats effort like a toddler treats broccoli. But here's the trick. Once you push past that initial resistance, your brain actually wants to keep going. That's momentum at work. Think about it. Ever force yourself to the gym, dreading every second, only to find that once you start lifting, it's actually fine? Or sit down to write something and after the first clunky sentence, the words just flow? The hardest part isn't doing the thing, it's starting the thing. Motivation is a scam. Motivation is like that flaky friend who always says they'll show up but never does. If you wait for it before you start, you'll be waiting forever. That's like expecting to win the lottery without even buying a ticket. Ever notice how your most productive moments happen after you start? You weren't feeling it at first, but the second you began, your brain went, "Oh, I guess we're doing this now." And suddenly it's not so bad. That's because action creates motivation, not the other way around. The trick is to stop waiting to feel ready and just do something, even if it's tiny. Write one sentence, read one paragraph, do one push-up. Once you break the initial resistance, momentum does the rest. Action leads to more action. Ever realize the hardest rep at the gym is the first one? But once you start, stopping feels weird. That's how momentum works with everything. The more you do, the easier it gets. Writers don't sit around waiting for inspiration. They start typing, even if it's garbage at first. Why? Because the act of writing itself sparks ideas. The same goes for working out, studying, cleaning your mess of a room, literally anything. Lower the barrier. Instead of telling yourself, "I have to finish this massive project," tell yourself, "I just need to do 5 minutes." 5 minutes turns into 10, then 20, and before you know it, you've done more than you expected. The snowball effect. Momentum is like rolling a snowball down a hill. At first it's tiny and you have to push, but once it gains speed, it rolls on its own. That's how habits are built. Not through sheer willpower, but through small, consistent actions that create unstoppable momentum. So next time you feel stuck, don't sit around waiting for motivation to strike. Don't overthink it. Just start. Because once you start, stopping will feel like the weirdest thing in the world.